Wow, Gear. That was pretty quick. I guess I'm like, yeah, 10 minutes, 10 seconds in. How you doing? Today is not one of the days I'm even going to try and keep up with the comments because I'm actually doing some work. And that's what I'm heated about. Woke up this morning, it was a little cold in the house, so I'm like, no big deal. I came down, put the electric fireplace on. Then the heater just kept clicking and clicking and clicking. So I'm like, okay. Let me see what's going on. And me not being good with heaters or electricity or really plumbing. I can build you a house, I just can't put any of the utilities in it. I ended up calling somebody and they came out and they looked at it real quick and they're like, yeah, it's your thermostat. I'm like, okay. And they said, I'm not going to charge you that much money for it. So go to Walmart or Home Depot or Lowe's or something, buy one and put it in. So I said, okay, I can do that. Wait till a couple more people get here, maybe, and we'll get started.
I didn't get a notification. You hear me?
Yeah, you didn't? You just now got to see it? And you didn't get a notification either. Hey, Redemption. How you doing? Redemption, did you get a notification? Wow, no notification for you either.
You got some dedicated people, Ben.
Yes, I do. Um, wow, and it took you a while to view it too. That's weird. I'm very surprised. This is probably one of the first time. This is probably the first time that I didn't get notifications, huh?
Yeah.
Or notifications didn't go out. Wow. Hey, Court, you want to send a notification out?
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay.
She's my assistant. Yeah, as I was saying, I woke up this morning and it was a little chilly in the house. Nothing major. So came downstairs and I'm like, yeah, heater didn't go up. Yeah, I'll watch the freezing right now. Honestly, that right there is my router. So if I freeze now, there's a big problem. I'm literally that far from my router. So yeah, I woke up and I'm like, wasn't horrible, but I come down, turn the electric fireplace on. I'm like, okay. And then I went downstairs and I was banging on the oil tank because we have oil heat. And I'm like, oh man, sounds a little hollow. So I'm like, you know what? Before there's an issue, I'll just order oil because our gauge don't work. So I ordered oil and it only took 100 gallons. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's a problem. If it was empty, it should take at least 250. So I'm like, all right. So the place that delivers our oil says, here, this is a private number just for our customers. So, go ahead and give them a call. Costs $100 to have them come out. But he came out, he looked at it. He looked at the heater. He couldn't reset the burner or anything like that. So He was like, all right, let's check the wires. He took the jumper off and he put a physical jumper to it, and it worked. So then he came upstairs and he checked the wires upstairs, and after that he disconnected those and put power to it, and my heater popped right on. The heater popped right on downstairs too with the jumper. So I said, all right. Hey, Throb, how you doing? So, and the guy was honest. He's like, listen, it's going to cost you $275 if I give you the thermostat, because they use the real nice Honeywells. I forgot the name of them, but they're really nice. They do everything. I mean, they're Wi-Fi. You can do everything like remotely from your phone. And I'm like, really? As many problems as I have with my Wi-Fi already, the last thing I need is my damn heater on my Wi-Fi. So I'm like, you know what? Not going to do that. So I got the next best thing, which it's actually still a decent one by Honeywell. I can program it individually for all 7 days. It's fully digital. It also learns. It learns your heat settings. So as you keep adjusting it, it'll gradually learn those settings, and then you don't have to play with it anymore. So, and it also has filter change reminders and everything on here. So I said, hey, why not? Considering that now, if you just want a basic thermostat, it's like $30. Like one of them dial ones is $30. So if you get one that's programmable, which is only Monday through Friday, that's your only option, and Saturday and Sunday is different, then, they're like 70. So this one that I got, you can see you can do 7 days individually. So, and that costs like an extra $10. So this cost me $85 when it was all said and done. So, and it's a Honeywell. It's a brand that I trust. So let's see. Yes, you can learn how to do women's work if you want. Right after this, Courtney's going to be frosting the cupcakes. I can take you in, and then she could take over if that's what you want. Yeah, I didn't think it was bad, Gear. Considering that they had the Nest that was $260, and then you had the other Honeywell that was like 170, and then you had a few other ones in between, like the Eco something, or that one. They were like from 150 to 170. And then there was another Honeywell that was like 220. And I said, you know what? I only have 2 wires. Why do I need a $300 thermostat? So. Oh, you don't have a digital one? Gear? Hey, Whisperer, how you doing? Look what I'm doing. I'm pulling events on you guys. I'm actually going to do work on a live stream. I know, pretty impressive, right? And just so you guys know, I got a clear bill of health from my surgeon today. I am allowed to do anything I can do. Kind of makes a lot of sense, right? Basically...
You're better shut his face.
Basically, I have no restrictions. The only thing I have is limitations. So, my limitations are basically whatever I can do comfortably that I don't feel a lot of pulling and strain. I go back to work tomorrow, Rob. But I mean, for the most part now, I can lift my arms straight up. And as you can tell, this is both of my arms I'm doing it with. So, yeah, thanks, Whisper. Everything did go pretty good. I was surprised. When I went in to see him, he's like, so how high can you reach? And I lifted my arm straight up, and he was like, oh, wow. That's pretty impressive. And then he asked me, he's like, all right, squeeze my hands. And he's like, well, you have good grip strength. He said, but here's when I want to see, can you reach behind your back? So I could reach behind my back and lift up a little bit above my belt line. And he's like, wow, that's like 3 weeks post-surgery at least. So I'm confident with just saying, go back to work, but only do what you can. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going back to work tomorrow. But either way, 3 days a week, I got to miss 3 or 4 hours because I got to go in for therapy. So, all right. So here we go. We're going to get started on this. I only have 2. I have 3 wires, but I only have 2 to do something. So I have the RH and a W wire. My RH it is painted. I painted it black with a Sharpie, so I would know. And then the W, I'm just going to take out. So I have my RH and my W, which, by the way, if you hold them like that, you will get a tingle. Not much. It's only a couple volts. So now, next thing I need to do is grab my handy dandy other screwdriver, and I need to take down my, take down my other thermostat. See this gear? I'm doing man work right now. I'm not even looking back there, but I'm sure I'm getting one of them faces like what you posted on Instagram. So, as you can see, it's easy. There's nothing too scientific about this. Take these screws and I'll put these over here. There you go. I'll put it in one of my other turning projects that I did. Let's see if it'll focus on that. Maybe not. There you go. Had a nice branch coming out of there. I burned the top ring on it. So, there you go. Hey, Court, stay in the kitchen. This work ain't for you.
You guys are going to get the beat down. Especially that Andy stuff.
Yeah. All right, so now look at that. I'm also going to use my multi-tool again, because one of the plugs broke off of the back of the old one. So go ahead, put them away. Courtney's making a lot of noise in there. I think she's mad. She's banging stuff around. Either that or she just wants to be heard. Maybe she's mad that she's not part of the live stream today.
Oh my gosh. I can come over there and be a part, but I got stuff to do.
Yes, you've got Eddie Whisperer. And yes, Courtney, you do have stuff to do.
Cupcakes are going to froth itself.
So, there you go. You can see I have the 3 wires, but since I don't have air conditioning, I don't need to, I also don't have a steady-on fan that I can use either. So, here's my new thermostat. It's going to go right there. So, it's a pretty nice one. So, I just have to separate it. I did this twice already, and it's such a pain. So, here's the back. And here's the panel that goes... Focus. Come on. Focus. Right here. Focus. You can see that it's lettered. Or maybe... There you go. You can see the different letters on there. So that's what I got to go by for my wires. But first I got to get this mounted. So... we don't want to... We can't use the same holes that were there. So I'm just going to leave these plastic plugs in there. So... Courtney stealing my tools.
I don't steal your tools. I put them away.
Yeah, let you tell the stories. What are you doing? You don't need an apron to do this.
I'm not doing that.
Then why are you over here?
I get it. Just like everybody else.
All right, so I'm just going to use my small little jeweler screwdriver. And look, they're nice enough to tell you. Where is it? Right? Can you guys see that? Come on, focus. Right up there. Yeah, it actually says up, but it won't focus. So I'm going to make this easy on myself. I'm going to pull the wires through. Do. And now I'm just going to center this over the other one that was here. I want to hide the drywall plugs that were in there. I don't know what they're called, but they're for sheetrock so that the screws don't strip out. So I'm just going to push a hole right through. Or I think I am. There we go. So now you can see my two holes. What?
You guys are animals.
So, get my multi-tool out. Got my bag. Honey, you don't need a screwdriver to turn on the stove.
Apparently I don't need clothes when I have an apron either.
No, you don't. All right, come on. Now, let's see. Now we just take these.
Bailey.
Bailey, stop licking the cat's butt.
Disgusting.
And they have to get pushed in. Be right back. Got to get a hammer. All right. Now I know what you guys are going to say. I really do. No timing out, people. Okay. Now this is the only hammer I have. The other ones are in my wood shop. I know. A 2-pound sledgehammer is a little excessive.
Yeah, I swear to you, if you put a hole through the wall.
There we go. So now we have the drywall inserts in. And let's see. Now we need to revert back to our up. Come on. All right. So now that's on there. Declining phone calls.
Your mother, isn't it?
No, it's not my mother this time. Normally is, though. Courtney stole my screwdriver again.
Ryan.
So now the screws go right into these inserts. I'm the only one that thinks that straight slot screws are completely worthless. Now I'll just run these up until they're almost snug, and then I'll recenter the backing plate for the thermostat before I tighten them down. There we go, just screwing around. So what's going on in there, guys? And so now I'll tighten this up. You don't have to tighten it up too much because it is, you know, it's just in a little plastic sleeve in there. So, and it's just a little, you're only trying to hold up a small little thermostat thing, so. All right, so now we got that. And now I need to figure out which ones I gotta go, Bailey. I gotta figure out what screws I need to connect because they're all not universal. So I needed a different screwdriver. I needed the flathead. I was using the Phillips, so this one's flathead screws. So all right, let's see what the instructions say. See that? I'm reading instructions. I had the W and RH. So if you look up here, it says there's somebody out front. Right, puppy? R and RH are the second one down, and W is the third one down. So I don't know if you guys can see that. Come on, focus. Right here. All right, it won't focus. So the RH, which was the one I had, and then the W. So it's going to be, over on this side, is going to be the RH is the second one down, and the W is the third one down. So let's take a look and see how that's going to work. So we take our RH and put that in the second one down.
I'm supervising.
Get back in the kitchen.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Get you.
No, you didn't.
All right, so we have our RH in the second one, which is the just R going by. So we tighten that up. Should have probably stripped these wires to get them straight. Oh, you need to make dinner too? You're just stalling? Sounds like somebody I know. No, it's me. Actually, not you. Nope, you don't. That's in there. And now this one is going to be... These don't really fit in here too snug. Alright, well, I definitely don't need that much exposed wire on those. So let's just take this and clip some of that off. There you go. Open that up. Come on. Well, you can do this two different ways. So I'm going to do it the other way since that doesn't want to work. Listen. This does not work for big hands. Put that in there. Tighten you down. This over here. Come on. All right, everything's tight there. This other wire we don't use. So rather than capping it and everything, there's no voltage, so clip that off. We'll just tuck that in there. What do we got going on? The worst part, Redemption, I actually have my contacts in, but that light right there isn't helping not blind me, so come on, I need as many excuses as possible. I'm getting old. I thought we discussed this the other night. Just how old I'm getting.
Not that old.
Oh, yeah, I am. I'm like as old as Rob now.
Now you're being mean.
Alright, so let's see. Whoop. Flip this upside down. Put that on.
You're not getting none of this chocolate.
Forgot to put the batteries in it. Be right back. Need some batteries, people. Just so that you see the whole process. Here I go. Putting batteries in. But you see they're double A's. Not the triple A's that came out of the other one. So, be right back. No one takes double A's.
Yes, I'm using the microwave to make frosting.
Here I come. I'm coming back. Oh, Bailey, you're going to knock over the phone. All right, here we go again. Let's try this one more time. That one goes in there. Then plug that one in there. Oh, look. We have a thermostat that's on. Tuck my wires in. Come on. Doesn't want to be friendly. Come on. Batteries don't want to work. That one there. Then there. Come on. I love it when this happens, don't you? Right, as soon as I move it a little bit, it shuts off. So now, as you can see, it wants me to wants me to set date and time. What time is it?
6:47.
6:47. So we'll go to go back. So now we'll this is gonna be fun. Can I hold it? Now if I hold it, it says haha. Everybody still there?
Yeah, they're talking trash about me.
Yeah, Courtney's reading them. And what's today's date? 26th?
Yes.
And then next. That's done. Wow, this takes forever setting the time. $6.50 is close enough for me. All right. Let's plug it in and see what happens. All right, so there we go. We can set the schedule, system off, so we can go to the system cycle. All right, heat. Fan is auto. System is heat. Done. 68 degrees. It's set to heat on to 70. So let's see if it does anything. I'm sure the setup probably shouldn't have been that fast though. Let's turn that up to 73 and see if it comes on. Because if not, that would mean I probably did something wrong. Yes, the gloves are coming off, Gear. Yeah, just remember, Gear, now that you're doing lives, it does come back to haunt you later. Redemption wants Red Velvet FedEx overnight.
Yeah, he does.
Sorry, Gear, no, still don't have dates. They have time, though. Hey, Mike, how you doing? So let's see. I would have thought it would have come on by now. So we have it on heat.
Brian broke it.
No, this is actually me trying to fix it.
Broke it.
All right, let's pop it off. Let's double check the directions. I did read the RH and the W. Let's see, maybe I got them backwards because they're both painted on. No, the black one's supposed to be RH. I definitely know there's power. I feel it. It's like a little 9-volt battery on my thumbs. Tighten that down. Tighten this one down. Let's see if maybe they were just loose. You would think one would have to be on each side of the power, but going by this, it doesn't say that. That wasn't my heater, it was my next door neighbor's sump pump. Let's see. There's a couple different ways that you can do this with the W's and R's. It really depends. So let's try the other way that they have in here. And take that off. Let's see which one's black here. Alright, that's black, so why don't we just... Since that has a jumper to it, I'm going to say that that's where it should go. If you read the directions, it says every possible one could be R and every possible one could be W. So now I'm just going to go by the basic R and the W that's on the alternatives and see if that works. Hey, Matt. Do. This is why I hate doing stuff in this house. Nothing is ever simple. Even with the directions, I've had it hooked up all three ways that the directions say it should work, and it doesn't.
I think it's user error.
Hey, Joey.
Joey, teach him how to do it.
I can't wait to see you either, Joey. You and your sister and mom and dad. I think that's going to be a fun night. All right. Let's see the other option that they have. So now the other option is to plug it into the top and the bottom on the one side. So let's see how that one works. Seriously, they have like 30 different options in here on how to do this. Let's see. All right, so yeah, second one down in the bottom. Let's see how that works. This one. I really do hate thermostats. See you, Matt. I have seriously hooked this up every way in the book, and the heater won't come on.
I think he ripped you off for $100.
No, it's the wonderful directions that don't match anything in this house. All right. Do. All right, well, it clicked. You hear the heater?
Not yet.
I don't hear the heater yet.
Give it a minute.
Yeah, spring, I don't need heat. Yeah, our high was like 48 today. I clicked, but nothing. Let's see. Done. Come on. Let's crank it up to 88 and put on a permanent hold. Yeah, it's... Hey, Jane, how are you? How's Gatto doing? Sorry I didn't get to your guys' comments, but I got buried extremely fast last night. Hey, Bailey, come. Come. Yeah, jump over a recliner for no reason. All right, it won't do anything. Let's see option number 6. And the worst part is I even had everything marked. I set everything up, I pulled the little tab out, put batteries in it. Press up and down, press next, press done. Do. Thermostat controls. All right, let's see. How many ways are there in here? Yeah, Joey probably could help me. Yeah, or John HVAC, yes. Let's see. All right, maybe I have to do this, but take out the jumper. Come on. Boy, they really cranked that down. All right, well, that's on the floor. That means I don't need it. let's put this back on and see if taking out the jumper made a difference. By the way, the jumper seriously looks like they put a staple in there. It really looks like a staple. Yeah, the wires are hot, but the wires that come off of a thermostat, it's like a 9-volt battery, so. Yes, Redemption. I'm trying to break my new thermostat. Okay, well, seems like that wasn't the problem either. It's going to be worn out before it starts to work. Now there was 2 options for where the R could be and the W. So now that I took the jumper out, let's swap the W over to the other side. I'm getting good at putting this on. And nope, doesn't work again. And I know this one wire that I have here doesn't go to anything because I only have 2 wires going downstairs, and this one connects halfway down the steps, kind of like a jumper, but it was never connected before. So, looks like I still don't have heat. Yeah, it was never connected. So, let's see. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to retrace them all. Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad I could entertain you. The funny part was, if you look back in the beginning of the video, there was a wire that wasn't connected, that didn't have any coloring on it. So, it's the same thing that happens with this house all the time. Now that I have a newer, upgraded thermostat, I might actually have to run both of them wires as a jumper. So now I just got to figure out which one's which jumper, because down in my heater on the motherboard, all 3 wires are connected, but up here there wasn't, because I didn't have to run a jumper before, because the other one was fan optional. So this one might not be fan optional, so I might have to run them both to a jumper. But you know, it is what it is. So I'll just have to go downstairs and see which one's which, find out which wire's the one in the middle, which one's a jumper and which one's not. You know, and that I kind of can't take you guys along the ride for, because my basement's about as tall as what the camera is. So.
Are you actually heated now?
Yes, now I'm heated.
Poor thing.
And the worst part is I even marked the wires and everything before they were disconnected. Yeah, and that's the thing. But here's the funny thing, Mike. You see this? It's like, oh, well, it could be that one. Or if you don't have that one, it could be that one. Or it could be that one. Or if you don't have any of those, it could be this one. So, yeah. So I just have to find which wire is which. I actually don't like cupcakes. I really don't care. Can you move,
Oh,
please?
oh, claustrophobia kicking in.
Yeah, and you're the one that didn't want to be in the live anyway, so get back in the kitchen.
I'm going to show you my pen if you don't watch your mouth.
Yeah, you don't have upper body strength, remember?
Yeah, it's still going to happen.
Thanks, Jane. Yeah, you see what I mean, Mike? There's some that say you need the jumper, some you don't need the jumper. Other ones, they say run the jumper and connect both wires together. Another one says run both wires. The other one said that if you have a R and a W, or like I had R, H, and W, it said, all right, well, connect the R, RH, or something else to this one. But every one of these in one of the diagrams is R or RH. So I'm literally going to be the complete opposite of plug and play tonight. I'm going to plug it. Think. Nope, not it. Think. Nope, not it. Think. Nope, not it. But first I'm going to go down and trace all the wires because I have, you know, basic thermostat wire. It has the 3 wires. One of mine's not connected now, but I got to find out which one that is in my heater. So I know if I have to run that kind of like a remote wire or... No, she has a lot of cupcakes that she has to get done. So, I understand.
What, they want to be in here while I'm making my cupcakes?
No, Gear was actually talking crap about you not wanting to be on the live.
Still,
yes.
Daddy's got balls. Here, you're gonna get it.
Well, so yes, he has balls. Unless there's something we don't know about here.
I don't want to go there. Let's not go there.
Yeah, you know what, and that's another thing I'm probably going to do is I'm going to check a YouTube video. And then when I get this right, I'll put a link up here. She's making cupcakes for work.
Fundraiser.
It's a fundraiser at work, so. Hey, Des, how you doing? You know what? I use YouTube for everything, too. This is the 3rd thermostat that I've had in the house, and they've all been a nightmare to do. We went from one of them little, like, round ones to a round one. Then that lasted like 1.5 years. Then we went to the one that we had, and that one just died after about 10 years. And now I'm trying to put this one in, and they all got hooked up different. None of them had the same letters. It sucks. Yes. Welcome aboard, sir. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back and look at the other descriptions again and see what other ways. That's over there. And no, I can't call it a day because I need heat. I go... What?
We'll just turn the oven on.
Yeah, Courtney wants to turn the oven on. Gear says, hey, Des, just a quick catch-up.
Unbelievable!
Courtney is doing woman's work, and Edge isn't working right. And Edge isn't working right at this moment. Thanks, Jane. Yeah, you know, it's really annoying because if you look at the instructions, it seriously tells you not a damn thing. It says if you have conventional or not conventional. What's an unconventional heater? I would really like to know that. Oh, you hear that, Gear? Eddie's doing woman's work too.
Maybe Gear needs to do some woman's work. Oh wait, there's no such thing as woman's work.
Yeah, Gear is living dangerously. Because remember, dear, you said that you're going to start doing lives.
I don't want to call you chicken. Too afraid to go up against the firing squad.
Yeah, you know, and I'm going to end up doing the same thing, Rob. Yeah, you're living on the edge, dear.
I know, you're frustrated.
Yes, I am. I am really frustrated. Because I did everything right this time.
You always do everything right.
First off, the HVAC guy that came here marked the wires for me.
No, he was just trying to make a buck. See? I know the game.
Jeez. Man in a woman's world.
You better check yourself.
Well, let's play around with some more of these wires. I do have another option because the jumper was in this at the bottom, so let's move this up to the other R. You'll probably find out that all the screws need to be screwed in for it to work. You know, I can't, like, leave them open because I'm jumping back and forth to them. That would be funny, wouldn't it?
No.
Yeah, it would aggravate the crap out of me, too. Come on. Get in there. What are you doing, Bobo? Hi, kitty. Can you fix this for Daddy? Give me your bells. There you go. Everybody wants a bell. Yeah, he loves to hug. See, when things go bad, you just pick up. Now, guys, you want to see how big this cat is? This cat is like my whole torso. He doesn't like the light in his face. Although, Cord, he's doing a lot better. He's not, like, choking on everything like he was. Yeah, this is a huge cat. Hey, Rudy. Yeah, you can see that big tumor on his nose. Go get him. He weighs 22 pounds. Yeah, he is a big boy.
He's not exciting.
Thanks, Belle. And he loves to headbutt people. He'll probably headbutt the camera, too. Here it comes. No.
You stalling?
No, I'm calming down right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm having pet therapy.
Please continue.
All right. So, you see? You can see into my kitchen. Nothing's going on in there. Oh, never mind. All right, back to the thermostat.
You're so rude.
All right. So we know that option didn't work. And once again, where's Vince when you need him?
He's busy.
I'm about to call him and say, yo, Vince, tell me how to hook up a thermometer for my house. I'm having problems. Come on. Your dog weighs 14 pounds. What kind of a dog do you have, Mike? Yeah. Yeah, he does purr a lot. But unfortunately with his tumor right now, he keeps getting nasal infections. Yeah, a mini dachshund. Honey, Mike has... That's a mini dachshund. It's not a full size.
Oh. He's a cute one that we saw on Instagram.
Yep, he's a cute one. Do. All right. Yeah, you're... By the way, Garrett, how's your puppy's leg doing? I think you said in the other video that he's kind of getting back to normal. Is he fully back to normal yet? Let's see what we can do here with 3 wires now. No problem. I love animals. I probably treat my animals better than my kids.
Your animals treat you better than your kids.
Yeah, my animals treat me better than my kids too, so. My other cat's not down here. I have 2 cats and Bailey, that little 4-legged terror that runs around all the time. Alright, so maybe I need to put the jumper in the top because that's another option. Now you see, here's the funny thing. I can turn my heater on if it'll let me.
We've got power!
Yeah, you hear that? Me running a jumper with my screwdriver, I can turn my heater on, but I can't hook up a damn thermostat.
That's not right.
No, and that's how I know it's a thermostat issue. So, I mean, that just goes to show that I do have a little bit of knowledge of what I'm doing. It's just... Shush! Hey, Edge. I feel your pain. My dishwasher was acting funny the other day. I was cutting vegetables for a salad. I'm really asking for it Friday night. Yeah, you are.
Good luck, dear.
Courtney says good luck. All right. Let's see what the... Now that one actually... Does that really have a... That has an R on there. Yeah, I would love to see some corresponding colors there, Renaissance. How you doing? Yeah, I want to show you these instructions. Now, mind you, this is my 3rd thermostat that I've had in this house, and this is the 3rd time it's been a nightmare. You can either do it that way, Or you can do it that way, which, by the way, all these triangles are things that could be different. And then you have that way. So, yeah, it's a whole lot of fun. Well, you see, I have a W, I have a R, and I have a green. But here's the funny thing. My last thermostat only had wires hooked up to it, and there's a jumper in my heater. So one of these wires weren't hooked up, which I knew wasn't hooked up because when the HVAC guy came out and troubleshooted it for me, because A, I'm not good with this stuff, and B, because I actually thought there was a problem with my heater because it's almost 20 years old, he actually marked for me and told me which ones went where. And it don't work. So, Renaissance Man, we're going to go with what you say. So, I'll be right back. Let me get my wire strippers. All right, it's somewhere in this pile of tools.
You're a pile of tools.
Tool bag.
Tool bag.
And guys, just so you know, I do actually have the appropriate tools to do things. Come on, focus.
I would hope so. You spent like $1 million on them.
Hey, I like Home Depot. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and strip this one and see what we can get out of it. Renaissance, I can't do that. Let's just leave it at that. So let's see. R for red, right? So we have R, and green, and W. So, all right, let's put R down here. Even though this wire was never hooked up. But, hey, everybody said that it could be because it's a new thermostat and they're all different. So we're going to go with the obvious here.
Is it obvious?
Not really, but... Now this one that has black on it was on... That one was on RH on my other thermostat. So since that's RH, I'm going to put this in the other R spot that originally had the jumper in the thermostat. So let's just plug that in there. Once again, big fat fingers don't make this job any easier.
Why it's good being a woman.
Yeah, you hear that, Gear? That's why it's good being a woman. You have smaller fingers to do this kind of stuff. Which means she wouldn't be in the kitchen.
Nope.
And then, I guess the only other one would be W. All right. So are we ready? Who thinks this is going to work? And if it works, Renaissance,
You're the man.
No, I've actually been holding them all night. I put the screwdriver across it earlier to prove that it wasn't me, that it's actually the thermostat. I can turn the heater on with a screwdriver, but not with a damn thermostat. So, let's see. If this works, Court, we might have to go down to AC this weekend.
Okay. I got plans, but that's cool.
Okay, well, you do your plans. I'm going to AC. I guess color coding don't work either. It's on heat. Turn that up to 85. Put it on permanent hold. Okay, that didn't work. Normally I would say thanks, Captain Obvious, to be sarcastic, but I really do appreciate the input. But as you can say, you can ask anybody on here. I've had these wires connected to everything already. Switch out the black wire for the RH. The black wire was the RH on my other thermostat. Switch out the black for the RH. A torch for my house? Yes, Rudy. I need a torch for my house. I'm insured.
I'm in.
I really don't know, but that's what it was. On this one up here, it would, I don't know if you can see it. Let me get in there. Right there is RH, and the other one was W. So that's my dilemma. I mean, it's very possible, but I took the plastic off and everything. I mean, Rudy, I already got my 2.5. I'm ready. My chainsaw's in the shed, along with my 7-pound maul. It's not an axe, it's a maul. An axe will cut your leg off, a maul will just break it.
Same difference.
No, 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 no. An axe is a clean break. All right, so. Let's see if this will help you, Renaissance. Yes, they're the two hot ones. Right here. My heater is now on.
Did you do it?
No,
oh,
absolutely not. The red one is the one that wasn't connected before. So these are the two that actually do something. This one that is this one that has the black marker on it was on RH on my other thermostat. And the other one was on W. Don't know if that helps you guys any. Yeah, I definitely have power. So going by this, let's see what it says. Right here it says R and R is R or 4 or V. And then RC. But I only had 2 wires hooked up. So then when you come down, you have W2 down there. You have W1 or H. So I had the RH and the W. They're the 2 I had. This formula didn't work for me. I have a feeling Vince is going to knock on my door. I don't.
That would be nice.
So we're going to go with the R being on this top one. Maybe I need to swap the jumper to that one. All right, let's. Is there a WH? But there's a W, so we're going to go with the R is going to go into the R, RH, the V, or whatever the other one was. And then this one, which is going to be the W, is the one right below it. So we're going to put it on that one. Pretty soon this is going to become a tool review because I'm going to use almost everything in my bag to put in a freaking thermostat. Let's just tuck that in there. And here we go. Let's try it again.
You're doing such a great job. Come on.
You know what? I'll try that. I'll try that, Redemption. You said the black wire on on the C or RC. Okay, so let me try the black wire on the RC, which is the top one. At least on this diagram. Heat. 80 work, put it on permanent hold. All right, let's see where the W is. All right, I threw the instructions. Jesus.
You all right, Ben?
Yeah, the funny thing is there's 10 of us and we can't hook up a freaking thermostat.
I'm so glad I'm not over there.
All right, so let's see. What was the other option here? Leave the white on W. All right, the W is that one there. And then the black on C or RC. All right, well, let's move. This isn't on W. This is on the Y. Y could be W, could be C. So now let's just pop this over to the top. All right, this is a W2. Is there a W over here? Nope. You have a headache?
Yeah.
Ah, so do I. All right, so now we have that. That's something that I'm gonna have to go down and check downstairs, but Renaissance. But this wire right here wasn't plugged into anything last time, so I'm guessing that's the one that's jumped. But to what, I have no idea. See you, Rudy. Well, I do have a jumper wire for what would be the R. So put the jumper in here. Actually, the jumper was down here. So, which would be the R and the R. Well, let's see. You have R. See, now this is what's funny. You have the R and the RC there. You have R and RC there. But then you had a jumper at the bottom. So, yeah, you have, look, you have R and RC right there at the bottom with a jumper. And then over here you have R and RC at the top with a jumper. And then here you have R and RC at the top with a jumper. So, sure. Yeah. Let me adjust. You're on my tripod right now. No, don't have any Cool Whip. But I don't think my phone's going to adjust. Here, let's do this. Let me be smarter than the phone. See, this is easier. So now, haha, look, there we go.
Love you, man.
You see how you have the RC and the R here? There was a jumper there. And then you have the, come on. Over here you have auxiliary, which is labeled as W2. Hey EGM, how you doing? Maybe you can tell me how to hook up my damn thermostat. So, in the beginning, down here, RC and R was where the jumper was. So, I only had two wires hooked up. I had a R and a W. So but it shows these two up here as being R and RC, depending on how it's hooked up. Yeah, I know. The one night that Vince don't get on one of my live streams, you know? So you guys can see, right? Yep, they're still alive. So, EGM, what would you think I should do to get this thermostat to work? Any ideas? You know what? What the hell? You're off the tripod now. Let's go to my basement. All right. My basement, I will need a screwdriver. All right. I'm hoping they're 10mm cap screws that I can just use a straight slot on. Okay, you guys want to see my wonderful basement? Here we go. By the way, if you guys want to know, that's what I use to clean my guns. Hey, there's my sump pump. Almost hit my head. All right, let's see what I can do. All right. I'm getting there, guys. You guys see a big white flash, call 911. If you see that, we're making barbecue. All right. Let me see if I can turn my... Can I turn my flashlight on doing this? Oh no, it says I can't use my flashlight. All right, and... Yeah! All right, so... Courtney's running down a flashlight to me. All right, there you go, guys. I have a W and a R, but as you can see, I have a one wire here that only has two wires in it. And then as it goes up higher, it was split or some BS. All right, so now let's, all right, I see that. So let's see, this is, and there you go. That's probably my issue. This is what happens in this house. So, there's something in there that switches from 2 wires to 3. And that's why I only had 2 hooked up. So you guys see my problem now? Sorry. Okay, there's my other sump pump. And for you guys that asked about why my basement leaks, it's because of this. I have literally a wood wall. If you look down there, I have a wood wall that butts up to broken red brick. And same thing on that side. That's literally a hole right there that it just goes right into my sump pump. So this wall has to get replaced. Yeah, my house has issues. So now that you guys see what I got there, let me go back. Yeah, it really is. And you're right, that's where the jumper comes in. And so the jumper splits the power, you're saying. So, nope. Sorry about the vibration, guys. All right, so let me sit you down so I can get this cover back on, and then I'll go upstairs. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, here we go. Heading back upstairs. And then I'll catch up on the comments. Yeah, so as you guys can see, I have a full red brick basement. And this is how big the beams are in my house. Literally. These beams go from my house in through my neighbor's house. All right. So now that we're even more confused than what we were before, let me get you back up on the tripod. And let me go back and read. All right, let's see here. What did I miss? Keep on the wires on the same side of the thermostat. Black on C, green on D, and red on R or RC. Okay, so I'm going to go with that one first, Redemption, just because you were at the bottom of the list. So, all right, let's see here. This is the way everything is in my house, by the way. Let's see which one they're saying is RC. All right, so all right, red is the bottom one, which is labeled R. Did I lose my screwdriver? I think I lost my screwdriver. Got it. All right, so we have RC and then R on the bottom. So I'm going to connect the black one, which was on RH, to RC, and then the other one that is actually red, I'm going to connect to R for red, and then the other one should be W. Wait, what did you say? And black on C. Actually, I think that one should be, let's... All right, so I have the one on C, and then I have all the other ones on RC, R, and RC. And the heater's on. Thank you.
Did you fix it?
Either that or there's stuff touching each other in there and it... No, it went off. Let's see.
Fix, you freaking thing. Suck. You just gotta be aggressive.
I'll show you aggressive. There'll be a hole about this big right here. All right. Now, as you guys can hear, it's turning on and turning off and turning on and turning off. And now it's just off. It's going to be broke soon. Yeah, we're definitely at a union right now. But I just want to know, who's the person that's standing here watching everyone? That's probably Vince. He probably didn't even get involved. Yes, we're definitely close. Let me just make sure no wires popped off when I put this back on. Nope. 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 Well, we are close, guys.
Yeah, it's only 8 o'clock. If you guys don't mind spending the evening, I'll make dinner or something. Just kidding, I don't make dinner.
Yeah, Courtney don't make dinner.
Order pizza!
I put the red... I put the red on red. I put the red on R. And RC was the black that was on RH on my original one. And then the other one I have on... excuse me. The other one I have on C. Now, is it possible that I might need to put that other one on, change black to C? Okay. Hey, I'm down for anything.
How are you?
No.
Oh, wrong subject.
Yes.
Got it. Noted.
Hey, Eddie, how you doing?
Eddie, fix it.
I'm gonna have to call out of work tomorrow because I won't have heat again.
Nice try.
Yes, welcome to the Stooges Club. I know, Joseph. I've literally had this thing wired over a dozen times.
I kind of feel sorry for you.
No, you don't. All right, it turned on.
Better stay on, you stupid heater. You suck.
And it shut off. Let's try 87 with a permanent hold. My shoulder's feeling fine, but other than my shoulder, and it just shut off again. All right. I'm going to wear this thing out. The black one that was on RH on my other one is now on C. The red one is on R, and the black one is on RC. You're getting pissed, Renaissance? I was doing this for an hour before you got here. The black one is on C, but that was the one that was on RH on my other one. And then I have the green one is on RC, and the red one is on just R. All the wires were green at one point because the walls were green. So the ends got painted when they just rolled the walls. But the black one, the black wire was on RH when I pulled it off, and that left only the other one that was green to be on W. The red one was never connected. Yeah, exactly. The problem is, as you can see, or maybe you can't. There was two of them that were green, and I don't know why. So, son of a diddly, two green wires. Yes, exactly. But the one that has black on it is the one that was on RH on my other one. So this one here, let's see if I can kind of prop it up. You see how I have RH? Ah, damn it. Let's see if I can, let's see how good I am. This one right here, RH, that's the one that was the green wire that has the black stripe on it now. And W, right here, that one was the other green wire. The red one was never connected. It was just like, la, 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 la. It was just right up there. So, now you guys know what I have. So, let me see what you guys think. Take out the RC wire and put it in G. It's just a furnace. Yeah, just a furnace. Put the red on RH. The problem is there's no RH. But I'm guessing that we have R, RC, and C. But then I have a focus. Come on, focus. That's a W2, which is also a auxiliary. So let me see where you guys are. Got to put you back up here because my shoulder was feeling fine until this started. Wow, Eddie. Keep changing the wires until it works. And I have to go with redemption on this one. What do you think we've been doing for the past hour and a half? That is precisely what we have been doing. Oh, Jesus. Yep. Not monetized, it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's see. Put the RC cable into G. So, hey, I'm ready to run a jumper to every damn one of these and just have a freaking screw through the box. All right. All right, well, let's go with this first one first. And make sure the system's on. Done. Change it. Put it on hold. All right, let's see. Yeah, I'm really about ready to do that. I'm about ready to just put like a little 2 amp fuse in there, so when it heats up from running too long, it'll just shut off. Or maybe a piece of aluminum foil.
ECG is live. Why don't you go ask him?
Why don't you go ask him to come?
You go ask him.
Because I'm on my own live.
You're doing the man's work. I'm doing the
And by the way, Eddie, I already did. Was that Eddie? Yes, Eddie. I already have. Yes, redemption. Grab yourself one too. Well, somebody go get him. Yeah, the old dials are simple. You had 2 of them. You either did this or this. That's it. Okay. So now we're going to start completely over again.
Yay!
We're going to start with the obvious one. Yes, Eddie, we've discussed that also.
Poor Eddie. It's not his fault.
All right. Now, all right, so this is, hey, love and love. Now this is my dilemma. My heater is on right now. This red one wasn't connected before, and it still isn't, and it works. So I just need to find the positive and negative terminal. That's all I need. What do you guys got for me? This red one was never connected before. So let's not even think about that one right now. And then grab two. Are you talking about two Vinces? Because we might need two of them. This black wire was labeled. Eddie, what kind of a man are you? Why would I call somebody?
You already did call somebody and they stole our money.
I called somebody to diagnose the problem and he was correct. And he also told me, I don't want you to spend $300 for one of our thermostats. So we know that these two are the key pieces of the puzzle. Black is C, and the other one is white. All right, so we're going to go C, which in some of the scenarios in that book, it could be R or RC. And then the other one is white. So where would white go? Does it jump over to the other side? To W? W2? Which would be the auxiliary? Or would that go down on the RC and R with a jumper?
He said go down.
Eddie, we don't have 75 degrees right now. We have 40. I need my heater. Right now we're using our electric fireplace. Try C and R. Okay. Now, should I put the jumper in there for R and RC, or just try R first and then the jumper? Yeah, it would work, but it would never shut off. My house would be 100 degrees and I would kill about 30 gallons of oil overnight. No jumper. Okay, let's leave that red one. We're leaving this red one out here. Completely out of the equation. Well, let's crank that up to 80 because there's no way that the house is that hot. And let's see, system, we're going to put that on. We're done. And we're on, we have an 80-degree hold. Nothing. So, Renaissance, should I go to the jumper now? Because that didn't work. I value pride. I'm going to do this myself, Eddie. Well, not really myself. I'm going to do it with 9 other people. And we're all going to feel like we accomplished something at the end of the night. Now, I know I put that jumper over here somewhere. You know that thing that looked like a staple earlier? I'm talking to myself or anybody that wants to listen. Thanks, Gear. Where did I put that jumper? I thought I put it right here. Maybe I put it in my bowl of stuff that I can't find. Oh, there's my bowl of stuff. And guess what? The jumper's not in there, but I have a piece of wire, so I'm jumping it myself. I'm making a jumper right now because I lost the one that it came with. Change the thermostat, he said. It'll be easy, he said. I marked the wires, he said. Alright, well, it seems like it's jumped. The best I can tell, at least. And the wire feels tight. The heater's on.
Is there light?
The heater's off. Hey, Thundra, how you doing? Yes, Gear, I fully understand. Aren't you an engineer? I'm just saying, I thought I would get a little bit... Man.
He's an engineer, not an electrician.
Well, if your father would have it done in 20 minutes, Keenan, and he's sitting there laughing, why doesn't he have some input to help me? Not an electrical engineer. A choo-choo engineer. All right. So guys, I don't know where we're going here. John Jones, I do HVAC, but I'm in the South and we don't use oil, so I would hate to give advice on a system I am not familiar with. Don't worry about it, John. Please. Anything's welcome. What lines would you... Hey, John, here. All right, here we go. Hey, John, you watching? All right, well, here's what I have, John. This wire here at the bottom wasn't connected to anything before. So we're going to take that out of the equation for now. And this wire, which is black and green, that was on RH on my last thermostat. And this wire was on W. And if I do this, come on. Now it's not going to want to do it for me. Here we go. I'll just get shocked for the team. Here we go. Yeah, as long as it was zapping me, it was fine. So, with the screwdriver on here, my heater's on. So these two wires will make my heater work. That one down there wasn't connected before. So, now my heater's off. Put you guys back up here. Thanks, Mike. Thanks for the help, but I mean, it's rough. Typically, nope, still not working, Redemption. Typically, white wire is used for heating coils. Well, I have two white wires, and then a white wire with red on it. But the funny thing is, in my basement, I have two wires coming out of the motherboard going up into a 3-wire system. So that's the other dilemma. You know, I should probably just have 2 wires going straight up. But the professional that used to own my house, added a 3rd wire because I think he thought it was necessary or to pass code. All right, good night, Gear.
Good night, Gear.
Don't worry about it, Gear. You're fine. Yeah, I should be able to get it figured out. I would like to YouTube it, but I'm on YouTube right now, Eddie. I'm really trying here. Do you have a battery in the thermostat? Yeah, there's actually 2 batteries. And did you have an old Mercury stat first? No, this was my old thermostat. It was a digital one. And one wire was connected to RH, and the other one was connected to W. So they're the 2 wires. They're the 2 wires I had connected to this one. Good night, Gear. This one down here was never connected to anything. But for shits and giggles, we put that everywhere too. How you doing, Rebel? Or Justin?
It's Justin.
or Mr. David.
My headache didn't go away.
Keenan, I don't think right now is the time to be asking me to make you a moderator. I really don't. Well, as far as physically, woohoo, I'm doing okay. Justin was trying to be funny, and then YouTube said you're stuck with it now. So John, is there anything that you could come up with? See you, Kenan. Two hours to hook up a thermostat and I still don't have heat. I'm trying to hook up a thermostat, believe it or not. My old thermostat ran off 2 wires. These 2 wires right here, if my heater is now on. So I just need to know what one of these 12 pins I need to put them 2 wires on.
You see these stupid directions.
Yeah, look at the stupid directions. I'm about ready to burn the things. All right, thanks, Renaissance. I have faith too, because I have to at this point. Because I'll say it, I can't do it. Not even with the directions. Yeah, you see how every one of them lines, depending on what picture you look at, is labeled R?
Yeah.
The back of the thermostat? You mean this part? Yes, I'm still here, Rob. This is the back plate of the thermostat. Don't worry about wire colors or anything, because the a-hole that did these was wrong. Is that what you wanted to see, Thundra? Okay. Well, you know what? I'm not even going to worry about the meter because I have 2 wires. So the problem is my other thermostat had all different letters to it. So let's see what John said. R and the other one under W. So Bailey, do you really need to be right there?
He doesn't.
He does, I think. I'm going to start with the one that was on RH on my last thermostat. That's going back on R. And then I have a W2, so yeah, we'll go with that. Okay. So let's put that in there.
Well, you didn't do step 1.
What do you mean I didn't do step 1?
Turn off power to heating cooling system. That's step one. You didn't do it.
If I turn off the heater, how am I supposed to know if I'm right?
You turn it back on.
All right, so now I'm going to go into the system. Heat, yes. I'm going to turn it up to 81 and put it on a permanent hold. Hear them crickets?
Yep.
All right, well, that's not it. Now, my other question is going to be, should all the wires be on one side of the panel or no? Because that could make a difference too.
I give up. That book don't make no sense.
Okay, so I want to look for the W1, you say. All right, I have a W2, which is the auxiliary, which is what I have it plugged into now. So, now we need a W. All right, let's try this. All right, there's a W right. 1, 2, 3, 4, go. I'm getting my wires all tangled. Now let's go up to this one and put that in. They're in, put that in there. Let's see what we got. Well, it turned right on.
Don't jinx it now.
I got a fan. It's still on, people.
Nobody move. Oh my God!
I got a heater.
What did you do?
Well, I deleted this wire and thank you, John.
Oh man, and Gear just missed it too. What a quitter.
Now wait, let's not get too excited. Let's make sure it shuts off at 81 degrees.
Let's make sure that it actually heats.
Yeah.
We could have just made an air conditioner, for crying out loud. I'm saying we because I totally helped.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna have this go up to 73 and see if it works. Yes, Eureka! I am so embarrassed with this video.
You poor thing. You're like, yeah, this is going to be easy. I'm going to show these people how to do it.
I'm going to do it live. I'm just going to hook up my thermostat and say, there you go, guys. That's how it works.
Please.
Nope.
You should have known better on this stupid house.
Well, it's working right now. Let's see if we actually get heat and if it shuts off in 4 degrees. Or if my dog's going to hyperventilate because he's sniffing the air vent.
Bailey, come wackadoodle.
Yeah, you popped on late, but you seen the good part there, Thundra. Well, we think you did. Let me go feel one of my vents to see if it's actually hot air, not just a fan that I couldn't hook up before. Should I put peanut on the floor to see if it's heat?
Is it hot?
It feels warm.
Oh my goodness. Are you sure it's a good idea to even do this floor? Because that was a thermostat, okay? 3 hours later, seriously.
Here you go, guys. Here's my other kitty. He's Peanut. He's our redheaded stepchild. He doesn't like attention at all. You see? And he doesn't even cry. He kind of like silent cries. Peanut, look, everybody loves you. Say hi, Peanut.
I'm gonna bite you.
Hi. 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 Okay, I'll let you down.
Bailey! Check yourself, dog.
Yeah, you did see the part that you originally wanted the video to be, yeah. I just go ahead, put it in, connect 2 wires, and yoo-hoo, done.
Bailey.
Yeah. I hooked wires up for 2 hours, and then woohoo, done. I love my cats.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
When they're not throwing up.
When they're not throwing up, when they're not sneezing on me, and, you know, getting hair all over my pillow and everything else.
You need to let these people go.
You had a bad experience with cats, Thundra?
Please
Yeah.
tell us about it.
Thank you very much, John Jones. I owe you one.
I think you owe everyone one.
Yeah, I owe multiple people stuff. Well, we're still at 70 degrees. Do. Oh, you got another video up tonight? And I guess I'll watch that while I'm wallowing in my sorrows. Actually, Thundra, I have a very tiny house. A very tiny house. I'll show you guys how wide my house is. As you can see, I'm touching my TV and I have about 3 foot to the other wall.
That's
Maybe 4 feet.
5.
5 feet, really? The house is only 11.
Fine. I'm not playing with you tonight.
Yeah, me neither. Or this cat, rattlesnake kitty.
Yeah.
No, it's not like down there at all. If you look in this direction, so this is me touching basically that wall, and this is me touching the other wall. So I can touch the wall from standing in the middle. I can lean and touch both walls. So yeah, I have a small house. Oh, 71 degrees. I guess that means we have heat. Yeah, no, my property is 15 by 85. and I have a 3-foot alleyway, and I have a house that was built pre-1900, so that means I have 2x8 walls. So you take the 16 inches out on both sides in the 3-foot alleyway on 15-foot property, I have like 11 feet inside, not including sheetrock. So thanks, Eddie. Well, it's at 73. I'm sure it has to go to like 74 or 75 to shut off. But guess what the next thing is? I got to program it. I should have that done by midnight. Are you watching Vince? Wow. She's not even watching me. She's watching Vince.
I can watch you in person. I'm watching you right now.
I'm watching you so hard right now.
Exactly. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, I definitely needed to laugh. And this is my last day off. I go back to work tomorrow. Uh-oh, I heard a click. Oh, well, congratulations, Thundra. Hopefully, me and you don't do something to get more time off anytime soon. As you guys can see, I'm doing pretty good now.
Show off.
I still can't put my belt on. But other than that, I'm pretty good. All right, hope it shuts off.
Bailey, can you leave it alone, please?
Yeah, you know what? I mean, sitting down hurts for me a lot of times too. Just because of, you know, where my main disc issues are. They're in my middle back and my lower back. So that's basically like here and here, right where all the pressure is. And if you lean over a little bit, it's just so much tension on it. Yes, that is my living room, Kenan. Yes, sir. Hey!
What?
What's Renaissance doing over there? Yell at him!
He's allowed to like Vince.
Tell him that the heater's working.
I did. Everybody's not paying attention to you right now.
Thanks, Eddie. I mean, that's literally my whole house. You can see right there, that's my back door. And that's my front door. So, yeah, I mean, it's nice. It's not horrible. We have about 935 square feet over 3 floors. So, yes, it went off. Woohoo!
That's a win.
About time. What do you mean Courtney won't watch you, Thunder?
What?
There's police. Oh, gotta go.
You're leaving your people.
Oh, they're over on Route 130. They look like they're in front.
Hi, guys.
Oh, now she wants to be involved when the work's
You
done.
left them here, hanging, out to dry. So rude.
What did John say?
Thundra, I'm watching you next. John?
There's a 90-second run out when the heater stops. calling for heat. It helps to blow the excess heat off the exchanger. Yeah, it seemed like it was like 2.5, 3 minutes. It was forever. It clicked, and then it was probably about 3 minutes. But, hey, it shut off. So now I'm going to adjust the temperature again and see if it kicks back on.
You know, if I didn't learn how to use the other one in 10 years, I've got another 10 to learn that one.
It kicked on.
You want another high five?
No.
Okay. He left me hanging too.
Yep.
All right. Can't believe you still have people watching you. This is ridiculous.
Yes, Love and Love, it is finally working now. Thanks to John.
And all of your other moral support.
Yes, I mean, everybody else, but it was just this hell. Just this house. This hell, yeah. Thank you very much, sir. Greatly appreciate it. What are you looking at over there?
Just making sure the popo ain't getting all excited.
So yeah, I got it going through another cycle now to make sure it's going to work.
The air's cold.
Well, it's sucking in cold air from downstairs, but... I live in a, what they call it, like a half a double. I have one other house connected to me. It's kind of like a row home. So, all right, well, I'm going to run another cycle to 76 degrees, then open the windows for a little bit. Yeah, a semi-detached townhouse, yeah. But it's not...
You can call it a townhouse, but that's glorifying it.
Yeah, it's not actually a townhouse because this house was built in 1890. So...
It's a money trap is what it is.
You seen lights out the window? Well, the police pulled somebody over. Yeah, 1890. We had, who was it? We had Ben Franklin, George Washington, Grant, and a few other people live about 4 blocks from my house. So, it's, we're in a very historic area. No, it's not a Victorian townhouse, not at all.
I'm talking about, I mean, you guys, not
yeah.
Victorian. That would be nice. It's not nice.
Yeah, it's not Victorian at all. Now, right, it's, what time is it? 8 o'clock? 9, almost 9 o'clock here.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. 2.5 hours just to put in a thermostat. Yeah. Well, let me see if I can manually shut this off. There we go. It clicked off when I turned it down to 72.
Are you leaving your own live stream for Vince's?
No, he was saying something about John Jones helping me, which he did. Thumbs up to John Jones. Yes, I do live in New Jersey, Keenan. I do.
Dirty Jersey.
All right, guys. I would love to, but Courtney makes too much money to be able to make that move. So, Courtney's the money maker in the house. That's why I do laundry.
Gotta go where the money's at.
Yeah, next door, kinda. I live about 45 minutes to an hour from Mark. So, all right, guys, I'm going to let you go because I got to get my house back together because I had to move furniture to get to the thermostat, and a 2.5-hour thermostat was only supposed to be 10 minutes. So, I don't think I'm going to move to Georgia. I mean, I would like to go down south, but Georgia's a little far for me. That's more on like the heat borderline. I would like to probably be a little bit closer, more like maybe like Redemption or Gear, somewhere in that general area. Or maybe a little bit east of Thundra.
We'll see.
So,
See when you get older.
Yeah, we'll see. So, all right, guys. Thank you very much for helping me. And I'll see you next time. Thanks. Next project I'm going to do, just so that you guys know, that floor right there, that whole floor is getting ripped out and redone.
Say goodbye to the gross carpet.
Yep, and then the carpet's going to be gone. It's going to be hardwood floors, so that'll be nice. All right, good night, guys. See you next time.